Just learning about YouTube. Welcome to my channel. Um, I did start a thing on the analytics to see who was going to watch, and I didn't think anyone would. And I think the most you can pay is $15 a day, but I think only two people have looked. But I have had comments like, "You silly old woman, why would you pay for that?" But really, like, I'm new to all of this, and a computer still is a bit of a foreign object to me. I have done some uni, but I did it even without a computer because I was quite poor. I was a single mum then, working and doing uni and very far away from my family. Anyway, basically, I don't want to bore you. With regards to my lotto and witnesses, after 4 years, I'm just sitting outside the library while I've still got internet. I went to a club on my birthday and had played lotto for the first time in 20 years in Cairns. And I was sitting at the front of this hall, in front of the stage, and I just had a feeling like, what if, because I remember two ladies when I purchased the lotto ticket, because I found out about the win a week and a half later. And for some reason, I just recalled the day because I had been running around with my son. He had a doctor's appointment, and we had this like routine of him going to secondhand shops and buying things that he wanted. I just wanted him to be happy because, he was really suffering. He basically lost his dream career of being a diver. Anyway, where am I going with this? Well, I was at the Brothers Club, and I've been trying to, you know, trying to prove my lotto win. Like, to be quite honest, I don't care if I don't get the money. It would help. I'd rather the money go to charity. I just want to prove that it was myself that chose those numbers that day, and to show how justice doesn't really work. You know, perhaps if it was a murder investigation, or maybe I refute that also because I've just been watching about the lady that's been jailed for 9 years for her husband's murder when they know that she most likely didn't do it. Well, very likely didn't do it. So, yeah, where am I going with this? I'll end in short. I was at the Brothers Club at Bingo on my birthday. I decided to go. And I had this inkling that, one of the punters from the store where I purchased the ticket, which was quite close by, might be, not only a lotto punter, but a bingo punter. And I turned around, and lo and behold, if you've ever seen the movie Battleship Potemkin, which a lot of art students used to see, there's a scene where there's a pram rolling down some steps. Well, I had the reverse. I turned around. There was a big draw for this bingo. I turned around at a crowd of at least 300 people. I saw a lady and I go, snap. That was the lady that bought the ticket after mine. And I said to her, oh, this might seem weird, but I bought a lotto ticket and it won and I lost it. And she said to me, I bought a lotto ticket and even named the date. She said, when did you buy yours? And I said to her, you already know. The next day, her husband sent me an email with her National Bank credit card statement. We do have a problem in that back of house. We couldn't get the time. She had also gone to Coles, the same as I had that day, because the newsagent and Coles were like next to one another. Incidentally, there was a line of CCTV, camera from the store to the Coles. And I had gone to the Coles to find out whether they had any footage, but they didn't. I found out about after 18 months that the store I bought the ticket had no footage either. The DFO where I purchased the big shopping centre apparently had no footage. But anyway, I was led a lot around the garden path with regard to this lotto, because I went to ask about CCTV. I rang up. I said, do you have any CCTV? And the people from the centre management or the security said, yes, we do. What for? And I said, because I purchased a lotto ticket. Now, perhaps if I said I'd lost my bag that day, there may have been some footage. I don't really know. Like, you know, that's a cyber area where, like, it's a grey area that, you know, I can't really prove unless, you know, there's a fantastic psychic, if you believe in those, um, which could say whether there was some CCTV or not. The centre management, in fact, were very unhelpful. When I went into the store, they actually ducked. They didn't even want to talk about it. Since then, it's new centre management because they sold that shopping centre. But, you know, it's an awful thing. I mean, I do recommend for people to register tickets, because it's very easy to lose a ticket, and it hurts when you know that it's good to know that you've won something. And regardless of the money, I can't prove that I've won, because nobody really wants to listen. That's why I'm going out there to see whether there's similar people like myself. You know, imagine that. I've been in the store. There's no CCTV footage. I remember the person that I purchased the ticket off. The store will refute that. They'll say that they had no young people working that day. They said that only on Saturdays and after school. Well, I bought the ticket in the afternoon, and I know who I bought the ticket off. I also know that I'd made a mistake with the marking, and that the lady had said that I could, you know, just keep 7 numbers because it didn't cost so much more. With regards to Lotto, they've said in a generic way that we've changed the date, the time, and the type of ticket. Well, I will say here now that I have never changed the date. The time, yes, because I can't remember exactly the right time. Perhaps phone records can show that, perhaps footage from the street when my son and I were driving in. And also the type of ticket. Well, I knew that I had only had a few squares, but I did get a few more dollars to go shopping. So I do believe that I put more squares and a 7th number was added. Anyway, hopefully I can prove this somehow, and we'll see how I go. I have even tracked down, there was a man from Nunda who won 23.2 million, although there was CCTV footage involved, and they did want to find this person. After a few years, he did get his lotto win and apparently moved from Nunda to the Sunshine Coast. Someone told me a place starting with C, but I did track down a lady at a club in Nunda, and she was a friend of his partner, and she told me, do you want his number? And silly me thought, well, wisely, I thought, you can't really give someone's number out, but I wish now that she had have given me the guy's number, because at least I could have satisfied my curiosity and tried to ring him. And really, I just wanted to ask, you know, what he had to go through to try and prove his win. I do know that she did tell me that he had to go through lie detectors. I put my hand up for a lie detector. Look, surely, like, I know the type of ticket, I know the exact day, I know the aroundabouts time. If no one else claims it, surely they can you know, there's so much circumstantial evidence. The lady that was there when I bought the ticket, I know they can find out back of house at the bank what time her purchase was, and that time will be like a second after or before my purchase. And then there was the other lady, you know, the chances of seeing someone after 4 years that coincidentally really is the right person. You know, like I've been in Cairns all this time, on and off, because my mum was sick. And I still remembered what the two ladies before and after me looked like that bought tickets, and I know one was registered, that being the lady before me, and I remember the other lady with the credit card. So, you know, surely just with the lady with the credit card, me remembering her, and I'd never met her in my life before, that should be some good evidence to place me in the store. Although there's no visual recognition of me, but, you know, look, everything. I've even tried to discount that it was me, but I remember filling out the numbers, so I can't, and it hurts. And I'm just putting it out there. I have some faith in good, and you know, if the win is granted in the end, I would love to give money to Save the Children, because I really believe in that charity, and kidney research, because, you know, I know, like, if they could make um, a kidney to replace people's kidneys, well, then they wouldn't have to go through dialysis. I mean, there's plenty of good causes, but they're the ones that are very close to my heart. Thank you.